Of the city of Providence continues now. It's been 2 years since Mayor Jorge Elorza took office, and during that time, he has faced numerous challenges. Our own WPRI.com reporter Dan McGowan sat down with the mayor for a one-on-one interview. No one covers City Hall more like Dan. So you're there every day. You talk to the mayor. You know, how does he think? What type of job does he think he's doing? You know,
it's no surprise. He's very optimistic. That's his nature. Whenever you talk to Mayor Elorza, he's very rarely ever talks about the negatives. And in fairness to him, while we sometimes focus on some of the worst parts of the city of Providence, there has been a lot of improvements in the rec department. He points to in the Department of Public Works, where we see a big reduction in potholes. So, you know, places where residents see, you know, real challenges every day, he is showing some improvement. So it's, you know, he's certainly optimistic about that.
All right, so he's optimistic, but let's talk about the challenges, because there are a lot of people saying there was even talk of bankruptcy at one time. So what is he saying to all of that?
Yeah, I think if you talk to any state leader, folks in the governor's office and up at the State House, they said this is kind of the biggest frustration they probably have about the mayor. You know, there's this sense of his optimism is actually maybe a blindness to the real problems. The problems are real, and there are two main ones. There's the unfunded liabilities with retirees, about $1.9 billion, and then education. And so the schools have been struggling for decades and decades and decades since he was a public school student. And he says he wants to, you know, turn things around, but doesn't have quite concrete plans to do it.
And he doesn't want to even talk about bankruptcy at this point, right?
No, not at all. Not an option, he says.
All right. When we get to this point, 2 years to go, you start thinking about re-election for all political leaders.
Sure.
What about the mayor?
He says he'll absolutely run for re-election. He has always been pretty consistent about that. He wants to serve 2 terms. He has to win, of course.
All right. WPRI.com reporter Dan McGowan. Dan, thanks very much.
Thanks.